God gives the people his laws. Exodus 19 through 31. 3 months after leaving Egypt, the people came to Sinai and camped before the mountain. God called Moses up the mountain to him. God said, "Tell the people, if they will obey my voice, they will be my own possession, a kingdom of priests and a holy nation." The people agreed to do all God commanded. God arranged to talk to them, saying, "Watch out that you do not touch the mountain, or you will die." That morning there were thunders and lightnings, and a thick cloud came upon the mountain. Moses brought the people near its base. The whole mountain smoked and shook because God had come down upon it. The people were afraid and trembled. God called Moses to the top of the mountain again and told him, "Go down and tell the people to stay away." Then God spoke the 10 Commandments to the Israelites. In the New Testament, Jesus tells us that the 10 Commandments are summed up in these words: "You shall love the Lord your God. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. And all things that you would want people to do to you, you should do to them." The first 4 commandments focus on loving God. The first commandment is, "I am the Lord your God. You shall have no other gods before me." We are to worship God only. The second commandment is, "You shall not make a graven image, any symbol used to represent God, or any likeness of what is in heaven, on earth, or in the water. You shall not worship them or serve them." Commandment 3 is, "You shall not take the name of God in vain," using God's name without respect and honor. The fourth commandment is, "Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy." This is the only commandment not repeated to us in the New Testament. In the New Testament, we are commanded to remember the Lord's Day, the first day of the week. The rest of the commandments center around loving our neighbors, or each other. Commandment 5 says, "Honor your father and your mother, so that you might live a long life." Later, God gives laws on taking care of elderly parents. Commandment 6 says, "You shall not murder, unlawfully take another person's life." Commandment 7 honors the rights of marriage. "You shall not commit adultery." Commandment 8 sets up property rights. "You shall not steal." Commandment 9 says, "You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor," failing to speak up, lying, or being deceitful. Commandment 10 is, "You shall not covet or desire strongly things that are not yours," selfishness. When the people saw the thunders and lightnings and the mountain smoking, they trembled and stood afar off. They said to Moses, "Don't let God speak or we'll die. You speak to us." God told Moses, "People should sacrifice animals to me on an altar of earth or uncut stones. A tool must not touch the stones, for that would make them unclean." Then God gave the people laws that would help them apply the basic 10 Commandments. He also mentions the consequences that go with breaking these laws. For crimes that are centered around possessions or things, the guilty were to pay money or property. If a thief is caught, he shall pay double. For most crimes against people, the death penalty was given. "He who strikes a man so that he dies shall surely be put to death," but only if there were more than one witness. "He who strikes his mother or father shall be put to death." If an ox gores a man and kills him, the ox shall be put to death. But if the ox was known to be dangerous, and the owner did not keep him penned, then the owner would be put to death also. God gave the Israelites many more examples of his law, such as, "You shall not follow a crowd in doing evil." God also told the Israelites he would take them to Canaan and destroy the people living there, because those people had been very evil and had sinned greatly, even sacrificing their own children. God warned the Israelites not to make any agreements with them, for any Canaanites left in the area would later cause trouble. The people agreed to all the things God told them. Moses sacrificed young bulls and sprinkled the blood on the people, saying, "Behold, the blood of the covenant, which is an agreement between God and us." When God called Moses back up on the mountain, Joshua went part way with him. God gave Moses many laws and the 10 Commandments written on 2 tablets of stone. God told him how to build the tent-like tabernacle, a place of worship they could carry with them.